And this is Terry Wilson, and you are listening to TW3.com. I hope everyone is doing great. And this is one of those episodes that if you are listening to the audio side, which I know most of you do, and there's nothing wrong with that, you'll probably want to go and check the video side of this out. This is episode 457. You can go to TerryWilson3.com/YouTube and check it out because tonight we're talking about video, the importance of video, and why 2021 is the year of video. And we've got a special guest on with us tonight. We call him CoachC, the coach down there in Georgia. Bobby, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good to have you on. And I know it sounds like you rocked Miss Spelling Bee's world already with some of your video training.
That I did.
Now, are you going to be using some of that stuff tonight in your training?
Yes, it is. Yes, I will.
Oh, man. I can't wait. So, well, picking on Miss Spelling Bee is a favorite pastime. You know, baseball is America's pastime, but at TW3, picking on Miss Spelling Bee is our favorite pastime. So anytime you can use her as an example, we're going to have fun with that level. And tonight, I think it's great because Bobby's bringing the heat. He's going to be talking about the importance of video, especially in today's world. Bobby, do you want to give a prelude to anything we're going to hear tonight?
Just be prepared. The video is a game changer, and I'm using it on LinkedIn specifically, and I'm using it's a way that I'm introducing myself to new clients and prospects, and it's blowing people away because it's something they don't expect. Email, text, they're starting to fade. People aren't paying attention, and so video is a way to get people to pay attention, because you're hitting them literally from a blind side.
That's awesome. And I can tell you, we started using video here intentionally and on purpose and regularly back in 2015. And we immediately felt a spike in our business because of it. And if you're in the listening audience today and you're like, you guys are going to find this funny. And hopefully your mother won't watch this particular podcast, but I'm going to tell on her a little bit. Your mother, as you know, is polar opposite of me in just about everything. Personality, temperament, desires, motivations, everything. And that's what makes us a great, team, I think, in a lot of ways, because we can cover each other's blind sides. A little throwback to, but, she is over.
You just hit me.
You just caught what I did.
Yeah.
She is over a particular ministry, and because she's over that, she's sort of like the face of that. So occasionally, part of her job that she gets frustrated with is having to do the public speaking and presentation and being in front of people. She wants to be behind the scenes, which is great. That's very admirable. In other words, I don't need the accolations. I get my thrills from getting the job done.
Right.
But in that particular area, people need to see, hear from, and get a vibe of who is in charge of my children, the safety of my children, the care of my children, what kind of content is being. So it's very important for parents to sort of, you don't have to give a 30-minute spiel. You don't have to be Zig Ziglar or Tony Robbins, but you do have to say, hi, my name is, this is what we do, and blah, blah, blah. Just so they can get as we say in the South, a cut of your jib, old school throwback there. Well, Saturday, we were in the office here, and I had the green screen up, and I said, okay, just say this, this, and this. And I mean, a 2-minute video turned into 2.5 hours. And it's because what kept us from doing videos a lot of times, you're self-aware. You don't want to be in front of people. You're self-conscious about what do I look like? What do I sound like? This, that, and the other. And all of a sudden, all of this internal self-talk of, just not wanting to be in the spotlight, just all of a sudden just pulls you, and it almost, it puts you in a position where you become paralyzed. You have to push past that.
Yeah.
And you have to understand you are your toughest critic. Mm. And there's so many times I've been tempted to go back in 2014, 2015 and pull some of those videos because they just look like garbage. They look like absolute trash. And I didn't delete them, but I would disable them. And I would have people, hey, where's that at?
Yeah. They got something from it.
Well, not only that, it served as a starting point of where I started in that medium and where we're at today. And it encourages people. It's like, well, good Lord, if Goofball over there in South Carolina can starting to look like, then there's, I think, sometimes we are our worst critics. And I love the fact that Bobby is bringing the heat tonight on video and how to do it and how to be a better practitioner in that medium, because I'm telling you, if 2020 didn't do anything, it got everybody familiar with a term called the Zoom, and I think I heard Time Magazine or one of these companies that said the quote of 2020 was, "You're still on mute." Because everyone,
a lot of really funny videos that come out about that.
Oh my word!
But I would say for everybody that's got like really bad stage fright, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
I think everybody that's played an instrument live can tell you like that goes away. Like I remember the first time I ever played live music, it was like 30 people at most. I was like shaking. I couldn't play my instrument. And then you look at it over like a 6-month period, 2 years, however long I play in front of 200 people, and it's like just an everyday thing. It just comes with practice.
I don't think, for me, I can't speak for other people, but to this day, when I get up in front of an audience, I mean, I've spoken to thousands of people. I've spoken to 20 people. Every time I get up in front of people, I still get nervous.
Sure.
The difference is I've got some tools internally through practice of doing it so long.
Yeah.
I know how to manage it, which before I didn't know how to manage it. I don't know. For some people, I think they're just their personality types. Their temperaments, their psychological makeup will be that they always feel, but can you manage that feeling? Can you navigate that? I think it's like Jim Rohn says, don't wish that it gets better. Don't wish that the situation gets softer. Wish that you get better or it easier. Don't wish that it gets easier. Wish that you get better. In other words, it never gets easier. I don't think. It's just you get to a certain level of strength. You build up muscle that you can lift that 100 pounds where before it just was killing you. Yeah. So I love what we're doing tonight. I love that we're going to have some practical, tactical training, some business training on it. So you guys will want to stay tuned because it is going to be great. And so when we get back right after this break, you're going to hear from Coach Bobby C down there in Georgia. And he's got, I think he's got Miss Spelling Bee in the barrel tonight. He's going to be showing off using her as an example, which I love and can't wait to get to see that. We get back right after this.
Thanks, Terry. I'm glad to be back. The last time I was on, I talked about becoming a LinkedIn All-Star. I hope you found that helpful. In the business world, LinkedIn is where you want to be. There's no doubt about it. Tonight, I want to talk with you about the biggest story of 2021, and that's the emergence of video. Okay, everybody knows the COVID story, so there's no need to rehash all of that. The business world has changed dramatically, and there's nobody who hasn't been touched by COVID in some way or another. And if you're waiting for things to get back to the way they were, you're going to be waiting a long, long time. At some point, the masks will come off, businesses and offices are going to reopen, but not everybody is going back to the office. We have two normals today, the old normal and the new normal. The future is going to be a mix of the two. I'm calling it the hybrid economy. Your future success depends on which way you pivot. You have a choice. You can either be a minnow or a whale. But know this, video is here to stay. So right now it's important to be both seen and heard. Trust is the new currency. It's a new mindset. Power and influence are byproducts of trust. And remember, reputation does not equal character. People with character let trust happen naturally. But in this day and age, your trustworthiness is always being evaluated. And so it's better to be seen and heard than just heard. Your goal is to be seen as the expert. To do that, you need to raise your visibility. I took this picture on LinkedIn the other day. In the search bar, I typed in the word expert. And I was surprised by this because there's 7.4 million people with the word expert in their titles. So it appears today that everybody's an expert. But the number one business skill you need to have going forward is the ability to do videos. And here's your proof. A year ago, Zoom had roughly 10 million users. Today, that number has grown to over 300 million. Getting your head around Zoom is one thing. But if you really want to stand out, you have to embrace video marketing. And to do that, you need a plan. Look, it doesn't matter what your niche is or how long you've been doing it. If you have a product to sell or a service you provide, you'll need video today to sell it. The days of throwing up videos on YouTube and Facebook are long gone. Your plan doesn't have to be complicated, but it does have to be practical. The simpler, the better. There are a lot of benefits to doing video. And these few really stand out. Success in sales comes from the prospect knowing, liking, and trusting you. Video speeds up this process. Personalized videos are one of the fastest growing online trends today. 80% of people say they're more likely to do business with a company if it offers a personalized video experience. This includes video emails, video outreach, and video follow-up. Video keeps you top of mind. Positioning is important if you want to be seen as the go-to expert. Video dramatically increases your impact and influence, both of which result in increased income. Video increases your visibility. More visibility means that clients and prospects are more aware of you. And video helps you attract your ideal client. Video gives you greater influence, which makes you naturally more attractive. Every video you create has a plan and a purpose. Longer videos can be repurposed for other platforms such as blogs, media, social media, articles, and even transcribed into text for use in articles. There's no wasted content. Video also shortens your sales cycle, and this grows your sales. WordStream reports that business owners who use video grow revenues 49% faster than those who don't. Also, 95% of viewers are more likely to remember a call to action after watching a video versus just 10% when that call to action is in a text format. Your video learning curve will shorten and simplify. When it does, selling becomes easier. Once you find your video sweet spot in terms of length and content, it becomes easier to make videos. And once you get comfortable with the tools, training, and technology, making videos becomes fun. Let's get to the marketing plan itself. Step 1 in any plan is goals. Who is your target market? And what exactly do you want your videos to accomplish? And this is important, but what's the one big result or big outcome you want to achieve for your clients? The clearer your focus is on this point, the better your results. Your message must be clear and compelling. Speaking on video is different than speaking in person. It's not what you say, but how you say it. The video sweet spot, what do I mean by this? It's what type of video works best for you. Mine is off camera behind the presentation. There are a lot of different types of video, and you need to try all of them to see what works best for you. What you say matters. These are the magic words. It's more than what you say, but it's really how you say it.
Lose the sales speak and the jargon and use stories. And stories leave a lasting impression. When it comes to platforms, it all starts with YouTube. You need to make sure your YouTube channel is set up correctly and that you're tracking the keywords you want to be searched for. Next comes Facebook Live, then Instagram, and last but not least is LinkedIn. Did you know that LinkedIn now has video messaging? It's brand new. LinkedIn is already the world's most trusted social media network. It's also the best for B2B lead generation. This is important. LinkedIn users are 20% more likely to share a video post than a text post. And 59% of senior executives prefer to watch videos than read text posts. So LinkedIn is a must-use platform for video marketing. Videos done the right way can supercharge your marketing efforts and accelerate your sales cycle. Guesswork and hope are not video marketing strategies. Know that. Now more than ever, you absolutely must have a solid video marketing plan for your business. Rule number 1 of marketing is this: you gotta stand out. You must differentiate yourself from your competition. What makes you different? In the world of copy and paste mass messaging, video messages help you stand out. So what makes video messages work? Imagine it's Tuesday morning. You've just gotten your coffee and you open up your email inbox and you see that you've received 2 emails. The first one reads, "Hi there. I'm Chris from Acme Consulting. I would love to explore if there are synergies between our businesses. Do you have time for a quick call?" And you think automatically, you got to be kidding me, right? Synergies? Really? It looks like a mass email. It reads like a mass email. It's not personalized in any way. So you file it where it belongs. You hit the delete button. The second one reads, "Hey Bobby, you're doing some great work with TW3 Marketing. I read your latest article and found it very insightful. My name is Chris and I also work in the consulting industry. I recorded a quick video to introduce myself." Okay, you click on the video. In the video, you see the sender addressing you by name. He's making eye contact and asking you a specific question. You're impressed by their effort. They've taken the time to make this video just for you. They can't automate this and send it out to everybody. You're curious. You're not quite sure where this is headed or what they really want, but you're going to respond with an answer to their question. So what makes the second email different from the first one? It's personalization. 80% of people say they're more likely to do business with a company if it offers a personalized experience. The more personalization you put into an outreach message, the higher the chance your prospect is going to respond, which is the goal of the email in the first place. So remember this, personalized video messages is one of the fastest growing online trends right now. By using personalized video in your email, you're going to get more responses. The more responses you get, the more meetings and calls you'll book. More conversations means more business. So how do you create a video message for your client? Well, first, you open up the prospect's LinkedIn profile. Second, you make a quick introduction. You state your intentions, make a call to action, and write and send your message. Pretty simple. What you're trying to do is to connect naturally, to say hello, make yourself known. You're making it clear that you've checked out their profile and their content. You're taking interest in your prospect before talking about yourself. Doing it this way, there's a much higher chance they'll accept your invitation when you introduce yourself this way. Here's one I did the other day. I did it with Miss Spelling Bee, Lori Brown. "Good afternoon, Lori. My name is Bobby Christy. I checked out iTarget Marketing and I see that you're doing some awesome work. I noticed you're helping businesses get more sales with lead generation software. I'm really interested in what you do and would like to learn some more. I'm looking to build relationships with the folks in this industry. In my company, we also help businesses get more sales with trust-based selling skills. It looks like you're in the same space, so I just wanted to connect for now and say hello. If you'd like to check out my site, you can find it at tw3-marketing.com. If there's anything I can do to help you share your content or make any introductions, just let me know. That was the actual script that I used in the message. It was 40 seconds long, and it blew her away. So what are the tools and tips to help make your video messages more effective? I use Loom and also my iPhone. Loom makes it easy and fast to send videos to anybody. Loom is perfect for sending screen recordings and has an option to move your camera anywhere on the page. There's a free version and a paid version, and I pay $10 a month or so. You also have Dub, which is similar to Loom. BombBomb, I use that in the car industry to make videos. A webcam, you may or may not want to go out and get a webcam, and your phone. I do virtually all of my recordings on my phone. And as for tips, you want to keep them short. Keep it focused on the recipient. Have a clear question or call to action. Your goal is to get a response, and then you can keep the conversation going. Nobody feels comfortable their first few times sending video messages. But the more you do, the more comfortable you'll become in recording and sending them. The next time you send an email to a prospect, include a personalized video. Make it quick, make it actionable. Put yourself on camera. Write a quick message that gets him to watch the video. Look, just do it. Do it without any expectations. Some prospects will watch and won't respond. Hey, that's okay. But those who do watch it will be impressed. And they'll be glad you've sent them a personalized video. They'll watch it and respond. And then you can start building a relationship with them. By personalizing your outreach messages with video, you'll massively increase your chance of getting that response. And from there, you're going to close more business. Look, there's no magic silver bullet here. You have to put in the time, and you have to learn the strategies to succeed. Video is a game changer. Get in the game. And that's about it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at rac@tw3-marketing.com.
Bobby, can you do anything with this guy?
I probably really can't, but that's why our youngest played lacrosse.
That makes sense.
I mean, he was all over a baseball field, and it just wasn't for him. And it was like, okay, we got to find another sport. And he fell in love with lacrosse. And I mean, he loved running up and down the field like like a madman.
That is awesome. Well, different strokes for different folks. I still love college basketball. I don't know why I never got into football. It never took with me. I think the football to me was too complicated. It had too many people on the field doing too many things at one time.
Yeah.
And so I'm a very simple person. And so that just, even though baseball's got 9 guys out there on the field, you sort of understand.
Really only 2 people are doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, the pitcher and catcher's the one earning the... Yeah. And then they just catch it when it comes to them. So I like the simplicity of the game, but at the same time, there's so many nuances to it once you get into it.
I'd probably make the argument that anybody under the age of like 14 And there's, I'm sure, a lot of people that would disagree with this. This is my personal opinion because this is my experience. But at 8 years old, I had no business being on a baseball field because I was bored out of my mind. Number one, I wasn't good. So, like, I didn't
You
play.
were good.
No, I didn't play any position where I could do anything. I think I had, like, one actual, like, hit all season or something.
Yeah.
But, and that still carries today. I can't swing a golf ball
Well, that is true. Your golf swing is awful.
I can't. There's
You need
something
to-
about
you
that
need to work
sport.
on that.
And I would say I have decent hand-eye coordination because I
Yeah,
can catch a
yeah, I'm
football,
messing
I
with
can
you.
play basketball and stuff, but it's the clubs or whatever. I think my highlight of playing baseball at all and like 8 years old was the ball came down. And looking back at it, it was my fault, but the ball came down. I was like somewhere in the, what did they call the people in the back?
Outfielders?
Yeah, I was an outfielder.
What do they call those people in the outfield?
I don't know. It's
Outfielders?
It was T-ball, and like little kids still couldn't hit it that far. So really, they just said, "Hey, go stand out there for 30 minutes." And I'm like, "Why? We don't ever do anything out there." It actually came out there one time, and I missed the ball. I was supposed to catch it, didn't catch it, and then somebody jumped on it, and he was my teammate, and I jumped on top of him, and then we formed a dog pile. It was a useless play because we wasted time. We didn't throw the ball back into the guy that. I'm trying to talk position. It's just so hard.
The guy that's on the infield.
Yeah, the catcher.
The catcher.
I'm trying to throw it back to the catcher.
Oh, my word. Well, the thing I love about sports, not just baseball, but all of them, is the way it so translates into life. There's so many life lessons and business lessons that I have been able to extrapolate from different scenarios in sports and then bring them over into business. From being a team player to learning how to win graciously to learning the value of losing.
To learning, maybe it's not your sport.
To learning, well, or it's not your game.
Yep.
Or it's your game, but it's not your position.
Yeah.
You know, there's all different types of life lessons. Bobby, what's a big life lesson you've been able to extrapolate? I know that's asking, Mozart, what's his favorite kid, but give us a good life lesson from sports that you've been able to pull from.
Wow, there are so many. The biggest thing is probably winning and losing. You have to learn to win with grace, and you also have to learn to lose with grace.
Yeah.
And, the gist of my show isn't really about baseball. It's about all the things that we taught as coaches that have transferred over into business. Last week I talked about massive upheaval, where you have to sometimes just go in and blow everything up and start over.
Yeah.
And, this week's show is about self-worth and self-confidence. And, baseball was really just the tool that I used to teach things like self-worth and self-confidence. Because if you don't have that, you don't have anything.
That's so true. You're right. And it goes into what we're talking about tonight about creating video and creating video content. There's a level of just self-confidence and self-worth that you've got to be able to get behind that camera. And you've got, that's something you got to tackle, get behind the camera and put it out there, put your value out there, put your argument, put your best message, whatever it is that you're doing, put it out there and do it with the idea that, there's going to be people that's just going to not dig it. And that's cool. Who cares? And the thing I love about baseball is, if you can get up to plate and fail 70% of the time, you are a millionaire, multi-millionaire in baseball. You can fail 70% of the time as a hitter in baseball. Think about that. And they consider that you'll be put in the Hall of Fame.
I can fail at least 70%.
You could fail 75, 80% of the and still be in some teams and still be a professional ball player.
How about this? How about I never actually hit anything? How good is that? Is that pretty good?
Well, then you learn to do something else so well that it's worth understanding that that's an automatic out when you get up.
I'll get hit by the ball a lot.
Hey, go back to Moneyball. Just get on base.
Yeah.
Just get on base. I love, but you're right, Bobby. It's the winning and the losing, and it's just all the different life lessons. And that's why I've always been a huge advocate for people to play sports, get involved, because of the self-confidence, self-worth that you have to develop, the being okay with winning and losing. The fear of failure is a huge fear that a lot of people have, the fear of being judged, the fear of being scrutinized and criticized and all of that. All of those things are mindset lessons that you have to overcome to excel in any sport, not just baseball.
That's true.
Yeah. So,
there's one tip that I didn't put in the video itself.
yeah.
And I thought I had, and then I realized I hadn't. And one of the fastest ways to overcome, a video phobia is take your face off the screen. One of the problems that people have with Zoom is that they look at themselves while they talk. And so what I do is actually I have my face actually blocked, so I can't see me. And what I've done is I have your picture up beside the camera. So when I'm having this discussion, I'm talking to Terry directly.
Wow. That is great.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
What it does is, once you're centered on screen and, you've got yourself in essence clipped in, to where you want to be, and you just don't move a whole lot. You don't want to be all over the screen, but by not watching yourself, you can actually, it's me having a conversation with Terry. And when I started to do that and I quit looking at me and the way that I looked on camera, it really helped.
Man, that is a great, great piece of advice.
That's smart.
Just stop centering. And because honestly, that's what's going on. Psychologically, you're just hyper focused on yourself to the point. And I'm not trying to be critical, but what do I look, is my hair? Yeah,
Everybody does it.
You get caught in your own head.
You go to the bathroom, what's the first thing you look at? Is the mirror.
You're looking at the mirror, adjusting, your hair, adjusting your face, adjusting whatever, powdering, doing whatever. And I love what Bobby says. He's taking the focus off of himself.
Yeah.
He says, this is about speaking to this person. So that's who's on the screen.
No, that's smart.
And I love that. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Well, Bobby, what you got planned this week?
What do I have planned this week?
Yeah. What kind of business are you going to write this week?
Well, I'm hoping to write a lot. I've run a couple of ads here recently.
Yeah.
And I've gotten over 100 applications here in probably the last 5 days.
That's awesome. Awesome.
That's great.
In the auto sales category, and then also in the business opportunity category. I'm really excited. I've been on the phone most of the day.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Activity drives results, and Bobby's just getting more swings at the bat because he's up at the plate more. And that's all a lead is another opportunity to get at the plate and get another pitch. And as my Uncle Harold always says, blind hog will find an acorn every once in a while.
He said a lot of stuff.
He said a lot of stuff, and that's a mixed metaphor. I know hogs don't look for acorns, but I think his mixed metaphor means you might be the wrong type of person at the wrong place, but if you just stay out there long enough,
something will happen.
You'll either get hit by the pitch or luck out and hit that. So just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. Well, what a great show tonight. Thank you guys so much. If you would like to get more mindset coaching, you can go over to CoachWithTW3.com. That's where we offer that kind of training. If you want to be able to get the tools and the training and more advanced training on how to take all of these different components from websites to cameras to social media platforms like LinkedIn and all that, we strongly encourage you at some point in your life, consider becoming an elite member here at TW3, because that's where you get to come to the mastermind meetings and sit in with great entrepreneurs and people from all different industries that are taking their money, business, and life to all new levels by using these tools. Until next time, we will see you later.
Thank you for listening to our show today at TerryWilson3.com.
Get a free sample copy of the book You Are Worth More by going to TerryWilson3.com now.
If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at TerryWilson3.com.